I think marriage is for broke bitches. Oh, and so I think a woman who wants to be married is leaning more into the patriarchy.
Mandii is not wedding invitable.
Damn.
Anytime somebody near Mandii start talking about marrying their partner, she get aggy. She did it with Weezy. She did it with Bridget. That's just her bag. So, I mean, this really don't have much to do with me. She just got some internal shit with this topic that she should deal with.
I've been circling this story for a couple days, and I was like, maybe I'll let it go. Word of advice. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know. There are a couple people you don't get into a verbal back and forth with. First one I always say is comedians, because comedians can cut you deep and they're quick. They usually have a snappy comeback and they're going to make everybody laugh at you. The other is lyricists, and I separate this from just rappers, but lyricists, real lyricists and writers. They can make this thing very uncomfortable very quickly. And unfortunately, Mandii is learning this right now in real time from Joe Budden. She jumped out here with a hot take on her podcast, you know, normal fare, women's podcast. Marriage is for broke people is what she said. Why did she say that? So of course, Joe Budden podcast has to cover it. They're part of the commentary community. Man, I don't think Mandii was ready for this response.
Agreed.
Everything that you have.
If you're a woman that is focused on making more, having your own career, bringing in your own money, absolutely. I think, okay, so this is going to be my hot take. And no shade to either of you.
We're only 3 minutes in.
I know. I think marriage is for broke bitches. Oh. And so I think a woman who wants to be married is leaning more into the patriarchy and wants to be essentially, possibly taken care of, have their man as the leader. All of the ideals for me of what marriage looks like is that. So I just saw my friends recently this weekend. She was like, did you want to be married? And I literally said, yeah, when I was poor. As a woman who can now like provide for herself, also doesn't want motherhood, and also sees a lot of these celebrity women now having to continue working because they have to pay alimony. I mean, we have even podcasters now paying alimony. Shout out to Rachel Lindsay. Like, there's all of these people that once you make a certain amount of money, if your man doesn't, you have to pay them out. And I just don't want to be that.
That's a take.
I don't want to be that.
But you also start to protect.
Agreed.
Wow. Man, isn't it funny? When a woman has to pay alimony, all of a sudden she understands a man's plight. What about all these men that have had to pay alimony to these women after it didn't work out, or after she changed her mind, or after she was bored, or after she didn't want to have sex with them, or whatever? Whatever caused the end of their relationship, somehow the man always ends up paying. But now we get the phenomena of women making more than their man, and now we get this. Can you imagine if men was like, well, I know some men that are like this, honestly, that are really just like, you know what, I'm done with the whole institution. It's dead. It's dead out here. But you get a couple women that have a couple dollars, and I'm telling you, it's probably not even that much money, really. It's probably not even that much money that they're talking about. That they're, you know, this is the same conversation that, you know, Cheyenne Bryan and everybody else has, talking about how they're so successful they can't find any men out here that are successful. Meanwhile, they're not even making six figures most times when they say that. They just got two nickels to rub together, and all of a sudden they're an elitist. It's crazy out here, man. But either way, Joe heard that, did his normal coverage of a viral video that she was a part of.
See, that part is a crock of shit.
Why?
And I prefer that the people that just ain't with marriage to just come out and say, yo, I'm not with marriage, and you don't give no reason. Because what if you fall in love or want to marry somebody where you're the person that has less money?
Well, that's why she's saying, again, a lot of people there are speaking from I have the money. So now I'm thinking about what happens. I'm trying to protect myself if it don't work. Her view might change.
Her view might be different if she ain't
Her view might be different, yeah. Which is why she then says, again, her wording, I think it was a little offensive by saying for broke chicks.
I agree.
Or poor chick. I forgot which one she said. Broke. But that is kind of what she's speaking to.
I just think we hear from too many chicks that ain't been marriageable, talking about their views on fucking marriage. Mandii did a podcast called Horrible Decisions. She go out there, she tell you, horrible.
Not horrible.
Whore.
Spelled with a W-H-O.
Yeah, W-H. You know what I'm saying? She'll tell you about her fucking sexcapade. She'll tell you about her life. It's kind of all out there. When is the fucking? Don't make me say it.
When a nigga
When is
want to
what?
marry that?
When is the marryable part in that? Where is the portion of your life where you were living in a way to where that would be an option?
Why did he do that? Because all of a sudden, now he's got an answer for calling Mandii unmarryable. But she heard that word and it set her off. It set her off. And now she can't get past it. She's stuck. Of course, she claps back in a live stream. And then, of course, Mandii had to say something back to that, which led to this.
Why does Joe be hating on me? I don't know. At this point, it's because I ain't let him fuck. I don't know. I don't know why Joe hating. Because to call me unmarryable as if we all publicly don't know his roster of women that he has proposed to and is about to propose to. Because that was so disrespectful. Barry, I'm telling you, I would sit across from Joe and be like, now tell me what makes me unmarryable. Because we see who denied your proposal and we know who you getting ready to propose to. And we know everybody you done moved in. I wish I could do the shebang, and some just popping shebang, bitch. I just don't like that. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you. And that's why I like Ish, because Ish knows me off the pod shit. I am very marryable. Even that is such a dumb ass. What is that? Adjective? Yes, that's a dumbass adjective. Because the fuck is marryable? There's a lot of people married that I wouldn't want to be. So do I want to be them? Yo, listen. They ain't even got to have me on the pod. All they got to do is have Poe follow the behind the scenes conversations for Patreon and they'll get what they want. I didn't bring Sade into this. I did not bring Sade. Sade is a beautiful woman. I like Ice too. Because that's the thing, bro. Ice and Ish both have a family unit, a family dynamic, and have been responsibly in love and cohabitating with their partners that they're building families with for years without marriage. What we talking about? They literally have it without marriage. So, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway.
Long story short, if Mandii doesn't want to be married, that's fine. That is her right. Absolutely. But why does she feel the need to constantly bring other women into that discussion? You know? And I think women out there that do still hold those traditional values should be highly offended and probably should be the ones talking back. But this got so bad, Joe Budden responded again.
Number two, if you lie enough, Mandii lies so much, she can't tell when it's a bad lie. So she's spitting. She's like, yo, he tried to fuck. And I hate when you motherfucker that with Mandii, we from 2008, girl. 09. I love that you got in shape.
Ooh, this nigga.
I love that you changed your diet. I love that you made different life decisions and you looking better today and you feeling better today. But dog, come on, we go back to 2008. A sentence I ain't never heard was niggas tried to f Mandii. That's not the way it comes back in the street, Mandii.
Lord, help me.
Just so we clear, I've never heard the word tried in there. This is back to Henny Palooza days. What are we talking about? But you're a woman, and I'm a little bit mature, So we're not going to go back and forth about this. And I'm not going to say no more about it. But don't say that again. Because I ain't all the way as mature as I need to be. Don't let me hear you say that repulsive again. Yeah, no.
Can I ask you a question, Joe?
You bitches change your lives around and then think you could get the lion on niggas that been that nigga the whole time. You could, oh, he been on my body. No. Cite your sources. Produce that. Where is the text? Call T-Mobile, bitch. Get the phone records. Show anything that says there's some merit to this. Because you're going to ruin my Carfax with that.
Oh my God, this boy. This man.
Like some lies you got to fix. I'm sorry, I know some of y'all.
This is the mature response?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Some lies you gotta fix because Mandi's popular and got a platform. Somebody might hear that shit and believe it.
People heard it and believed it.
Somebody might say, and then my Carfax credit score back down to 520, letting people just talk shit. Mandii, don't say that again, or I might get mad and actually reply to it, and I believe it at that.
And then it got so bad, Mandii got so triggered by this situation, which we knew would happen.
Okay, I misread that then. You ain't trying to fuck. You wanted to read a book in the Bronx. Yes, back when I was in the park, Chester. The whole ride home, you were confused why I didn't let you up. Why I brought your plate downstairs. But you didn't want to fuck. You just wanted to talk. You just wanted to talk. So if I misread that, my bad. My bad, Joseph. My bad, Joseph. You wanted to be intellectual and talk about geography and the history of the United States of America after you came and got that Thanksgiving Day plate for me. Okay. I didn't know. I misread that, Joseph. I misread that. You wanted to watch a documentary. You like documentaries. Damn, I thought I was going to get the invite upstairs. So, okay. I'm just saying, I misread that, Joseph. You wanted to watch a documentary and talk. Excuse me. As a hoe, like you want to refer to me as, that nobody wants. I misread that. So my bad. My bad, Joey. But I will be emailing you and Ian for that W-9 form, because at this point, baby, it's given a full week of content. And you got the budget. I'll keep it at 4 figures. For the content I've given you and your team, my friends, this week. So, cute little $5,000 won't be too much. You know what I mean? You feel me? I'll throw you a little $5. A little light. Literally, that nigga wanted to talk about ancient civilizations. I didn't know. I misread that. But ain't nobody want me. Ain't nobody want to fuck me. I'm an ugly fat bitch. I'm an ugly fat hoe. Oh, boy, does it get old hearing that. Also, like, ain't nobody trying to fuck you? Okay. Dixon, shut up. I love books. Not only do I love books, I happen to be a New York Times best-selling author, pussy hoe. He's so goofy. When was he talking shit? Apparently on this week's episode. Where's my New York? I was like, where's my little New York chime? Anywho. I told y'all this is how he treat his friends. But it's okay. Because, Bro, here's the thing. And he know this is why during the pandemic, I was going to the house, shooting the shit on the YouTube with him, because he know I could keep up with him. And you say that to my face, Cause what we not finna do is throw stones in a glass motherfucking house. I'm literally finna text them. Have a lovely day, Joseph. Yeah, y'all go flood them Spotify comments and let them know. Go defend me. Oh my God. I am going to fucking cry all day because Joseph said nobody tried to fuck me and I'm a fat, ugly loser. Bitch. That's why I love the Ish is there. Ish know me in real life. Bitch, I got them niggles. I get treated lovely. Listen. Yes, in my 20s, yeah, I let the fuck niggas get over on me. But baby, I'm good. I'm so good now. I'm so good now. So, it's okay. You know what? You said where the receipts. This is, I kept the same Apple ID. So I think I made it to where, because my shit was getting full, I probably had my text messages deleted. But this was, baby. Anywho, I got brunch. I'm in Chicago, getting to another bag. Because what a bitch always gonna do is get to another bag. Get to another bag. You can't get niggas. You're a hoe. If you do get niggas, don't get... I mean, Bree, the brain is developed, babe. The brain is developed. Wait. No, that's what I said, Kiana. I'm like, I feel like at one point I hit that little button to where text messages deleted after 30 days. So I don't think I got it. But baby, I didn't know you wanted to watch a documentary, babe. That's my bad. I misread. Or I misinterpreted. Okay? My bad. Sexual tension with Mr. Budden? No. No. Sorry. I was trying to think. Like, look, so it's okay. If it's an ill from him, it's an ill from me. Like, it's okay. We don't want each other. We don't. And that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, though, y'all hear my shower running? Y'all hear it? I need to, Okay, I do like how he talk. Oh, girl, Anaya, Joe said all of that. But it's okay. It's okay. Listen, Kenya, babe, I'm going to let him get his shit off. It's a boys club. I'm going to let him get his shit off. He can say what he want. Maybe I hurt his feelings. I don't know. But him talking about I would fuck up his Carfax. That I would fuck up his Carfax. Baby, if he was on my roster, he would fuck... Ugh. I feel like if any of my niggas knew I fucked a Joe Budden, they'd be like, man, you let Joe fuck? Joe is not a notch on anybody's body. Like, come on now. Like imagine me having to tell somebody like, yeah, I let Joe. My coochie ain't never pulsate around that man. I never even thought about what that dick looked like. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Never. Shit cray. That shit cray. Ain't he? Yay, boss so hard. Okay. Anyway, though, I'd love to see him get that shit off in front of my face, though. But nonetheless, everyone have a great day. The comment I made about marriage was what I said. And if you look back into the history of marriage, babe, I didn't say anything new. It was my delivery. And I said broke bitches. And so if you're offended, babe, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Babe. Now, if you're not a broke bitch that wants marriage for security, I wasn't talking to you. Simple. I'm just not trying to end up like my girl Rachel Lindsay out here, having to pay a nigga $16,000 a month. When you are a woman who makes a certain amount of money and you want to date a certain man, me black, I'm aware of the numbers. And unless I fucking bag me a NBA player, which I don't want at this point, a rapper, which I really don't want at this point, I only date black men. Finding a black man that makes more money than me is going to be really hard. Finding a black man who makes more money than me, who's over 6 foot, is going to be even harder. Finding a man who makes more money than me, over 6 foot, who's fine shit, real hard. And so, any man that I love will most likely make less money than me. And what we getting married for? Just love me, baby. Just love me till you can't love me no more. And then we can continue as we need. What the fuck? I don't want marriage that bad. Why I gotta make niggas sign papers before marriage? I've never dreamed about walking down an aisle, what my wedding dress would look like, what the ring looked like. Never in my life. It's just not anything I've ever wanted to do. No need to get the government involved. I have a lot of businesses. You know what that means? Tax breaks, babe. Loopholes. I don't need a man to lower my tax liability, okay? Now, like, y'all know I done already went through a divorce, and then she tried to take me to court and sue me for some money when I did all the work. I done went through a divorce. I done had to split assets. I done lost assets. I done had assets stolen from me in a divorce already. Marriage is a business that I do not want. Shit. Technically, I done divorced 2 motherfuckers. I done divorced Bridget and Joe. And Joe got money in perpetuity.
Outwardly hating on the institution of marriage, like just because it's not for you doesn't mean you have to disparage other people that participate in it. So the fact that you're saying marriage is for broke people, now everybody that's been married throughout history is broke. You're calling them broke. That's a poor choice of words if that's not what you meant, you know? And I think people are rightfully offended, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is the part where I guess people who are single are not supposed to be able to offend anybody. Everybody should just take it. But that's not realistic. That's not real. And of course, this set up some pushback from Joe Budden, who also is in a long-term relationship that seems to be headed towards marriage. This last clip is the one that really gets to the core of the issues.
An issue from Mandii is not wedding invitable.
Damn.
Anytime somebody near Mandii start talking about marrying their partner, she get aggy. She did it with Weezy. She did it with Bridget. That's just her bag. So, I mean, this really don't have much to do with me. She just got some internal shit with this topic that she should deal with.
Damn.
points were made.
Her co-host was looking at her crazy while she was talking.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
Weezy had just been got engaged. Not
See,
too
that's
long
the
ago.
thing. Who
That's
cares
crazy.
about how Mandii feel about marriage? Bitch, have enough class and couth to not say that next to your co-host who's newly engaged. Like, she just missed so many of the points. It's not, hold up, mute up, Asia. You 14 years old, mute up. It's not about, it's not
Hey,
about.
keep going lower. That's
Yo,
funny.
yo, she been
Yeah, because
getting
she too young. She ain't lived enough. It ain't about Mandii getting letting spectacular hog spit in her mouth, right? Because bitches is nasty.
disgusting.
Bitches do shit. But it's how she was proud and happy to share and tell. Like, you think niggas see you, girl?
Next to marryable women.
Wow.
All I'm saying is I think Mandii needs to make an appointment with Dr. Bryant.
That's hilarious. Whoever said that, that's a classic. she need a session with Dr. Bryant, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Sit down on Dr. Bryant's couch.
Now, you know what it is, too, now that we on this, and I ain't gonna say too much, because I know y'all be clipping shit up. Y'all got a business to run. Not just Mandii, but the women that have spent half of their life targeting men who were married have a different view about marriage themselves. It's almost like they've been exposed to too much and don't want to be the other person.
Damn.
So I think it's some of that in
Guilt.
there. Like, this is so loaded on many levels. This whole Joe Budden Mandii thing is like, that's smoke and mirrors.
That's the tip of the iceberg. I get what you're saying. You're saying this goes a little bit deeper into. Oh, damn, Joe.
Damn. That was an ether. That shit that make your soul burn slow. Yikes. He cooked her. He cooked her, man. Mandii ends up addressing Joe Budden's fiance. I don't think she wants to do that necessarily either. But she's just going back and forth, and nobody can tell her nothing, man. But he feels so strongly as this unmarried man who just took 7 years to cohabitate with his partner. This has to be jokes. This was 20 hours ago. And she responds, Sade responds, I don't speak on you, nor have I seen you in years, so I'm confused as to why you keep referring to me in any way, shape, or form. Then to talk about some shit you have no idea about. I chose to move after my twins went to college. My decision. Keep me, my name, out of your drama. She shut that down completely. But I think the moral of the story is we've been seeing a lot of this reckoning happening right now. For women in their 30s and 40s right now. You know, Brittany Renner's going through some things right now. So much so she's snapping off at academics. Of course, it's clout. There's a clout motivation there too. But, you know, she out there, people saying, you know, she's pissed off at her baby's father. She's pissed off at Kevin Gates. She's pissed off at everybody. She's pissed off at the world. But I think the parallel between Brittany Renner and Mandii is this lifestyle that was going on when you were cute and vibrant in your 20s and early 30s. And people were like, oh, yeah, you go, girl. This is what it ends up being. This is what it ends up being. And so Mandi's probably still in a good position right now because she seems to value her financial security, and that's a good thing. But I think what she's going to realize is that there's more to life than just that. And I think a lot of people get caught up on that fact that they think money fixes everything. And then there's a lot of women out here that are also trying to compete with men in being promiscuous and having multiple relationships. And you know, it's been cool to monetize that and put that on podcasts, but ultimately what you left with is yourself. And when you see a woman that prides herself on her sexual conquest and prides herself on her money, you find a lot of times a woman that's very empty, a woman that's very unfulfilled, and a woman that on the surface might appear to have it all together, might appear to have completely transformed. And Mandii has done that. You know, you saw her earlier pictures and you see her now. But what is it going forward? But yeah, I would advise Mandii to just back out of this one gracefully. You don't have to go back and forth with Joe Budden. Now, of course, it's good for metrics, but I think he's going to end up hurting your feelings for real. And, you know, if it wasn't bad enough that he talked about, you know, the possibility of him wanting to come upstairs on Thanksgiving dinner one time. I mean, and women get this wrong all the time too. They really don't understand when a man is really into them, like, or just wants to smash. I think Joe could have actually been over there on some platonic shit to really go and get a good meal. Go get a Thanksgiving dinner, like chop it up, talk over. Yeah, what? So unless she's coming up with some receipts, like Joe Budden said, like she can't really hang her hat on that. She can't be on the roster. Like she's putting herself on Joe's roster. Like you said, that bring down the Carfax. I got a reputation to uphold out here. I can't be seen like doing that. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. Make sure you hype this video. Hyping the video helps push it in the algorithms. I thank you. This is Faucette Media.